What's up, y'all? It's your boy Spidey Studios here, and today I am
cool,
back
man.
with the homie Savion
Yo.
and Jonah, and we
Hello.
just finished watching Transformers 1. Unfortunately, we weren't able to record it because the program we were watching, kept glitching out on us. But
You
we
know
managed
what's
to-
crazy?
And our reactions when we got to like the back,
We was reacting like crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all don't even know how much you're missing out.
I wish we could have recorded
This
that, 'cause-
man's face was a jaw drop for
Bro.
like 30 minutes
Yeah.
straight.
Okay, so first,
Anyway.
I think it's best if I give my experience with Transformers.
Please.
Yeah.
For me, I got into Transformers because my dad is a huge Transformers fan. And we got into it.
Not to cut you off. What year was your dad born? Cause your dad probably the same age as my dad.
80s, 70s? I wanna say.
Yeah. So they grew like same thing with you. Like you got into it because of him. It was the same
Yeah.
way with me.
Yeah.
And I got into it through. Even though I watched the original show before you,
Mm-hmm.
I still had like the popularity. Like I told you, it like after Beast Wars came out,
Mm-hmm.
the movies kind of like. Okay, you know how when Clone Wars came out and we got all them shows and comic books?
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like that for the live-action movies. Like, the moment that first movie came out, comics was coming out, all them games, like, anything.
Yeah, I know all the games.
That's
that
why the
come out.
2010s are so popular for that era.
Y'all talking about 70s and 80s. My dad was born in the 60s.
God damn! But go ahead.
But,
Love you, Dad.
but yeah, I got into Transformers because my dad was a huge fan, and we got into it when the movies were starting to come out. So I got into Transformers, the first one. Still love that movie to death. The second one, I don't give a crap if y'all hate that movie. I still love that movie. I don't care.
Is it bad?
It is a bad movie, but it's a very
I'll say
entertaining.
this.
bad.
I should preface. I know very little about
Yeah,
Transformers.
he knows very little.
I've-
I've just seen the movies.
I've seen this movie before. I've never seen any of the Bay films, nothing else.
That's fair.
I
Which
know
we will
a-
definitely get him to watch.
I know a shit ton about Shockwave because I learned
Yeah.
a couple things and went down a rabbit hole, and that's literally it.
But,
But yeah, I got into. I only have watched the movies. I've never read any of the comics or the other TV
Yeah.
shows. But
that's fair.
I don't give a crap what y'all say. Transformers 2 is still my favorite one. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine.
It is more entertaining than the first one. It's a bad movie story-wise.
Yeah, 'cause
but it's more
what they had to
entertaining
go
than the
through.
first one.
I'll take
I
your
do
word
not
for it.
care.
Yeah.
It is more
Like,
entertaining than the first one. And I'm going to tell you how bad it is. Not necessarily because it's terrible, but it's bad because it came out in the same year that the writer's strike happened to X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh,
But the
That's
difference,
all.
the difference,
But the difference with
is
that is
they-
that it is
the
still
moment-
more. It's still better than that movie.
it's
Yeah.
one of those movies.
Yes, but it was still better
Like,
than Origins.
Not
though.
to cut Jacquez off, but like I remember when it's literally an interview with Hugh Jackman. He was like the script leaked online
Yeah,
about
the script
Origins.
leaked, like,
so
a
like
week
let's be
before the
honest,
movie came out.
that
Yeah.
writer strike,
That
like
shit funny.
even though those movies got affected, Origins was like the fact that it got leaked a week early. I was like,
That's tough.
it was already
Yeah.
bad. So like like
At that point, everybody just accepted it. Was
yeah.
bad.
So
But
Anyway,
But yeah,
this
but-
movie.
But back
But,
to it.
yeah.
Like Transformers has always been a large portion. I still say the best one, if it's not the first one, is Bumblebee. Bumblebee was
That's
such
fair.
a good ass
different
movie.
perspective.
Different perspectives. I love Bumblebee due to the movies.
It was a good
They made
change of
Bumblebee
pace, too.
a huge character in those movies. I know he's like
So-
still a main character in the original stuff,
Yeah.
but like he's not as like prominent as he was in the movies though.
I mean,
I guess to an extent.
yeah, I'll say it's one of them things where like I think I told you when I saw Transformer 1, like I didn't mind him being in the movie, but I kind of wish we probably at least had like maybe an extra character. Like I was fine
Sure.
with the 4, but it's like Optimus and Megatron go beat her regardless. But with Bumblebee,
Yeah.
I was like I didn't like. I'm not saying I didn't want him in the movie.
Who else
but
are
I'm-
you gonna put in?
Yeah, but I'm saying like his popularity is so big that it's like they
Yeah,
act
he's-
like they can't like go to nobody else. So
Sure.
like his role got reduced in Rise of the Beast, but my problem with that is like you killed him off and then we think
Yeah,
he's dead,
what?
and then you
Yeah,
brought
no,
him back.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what?
No.
When does he die?
I thought you saw that.
No.
I this is the only
No.
Transformers movie I've ever seen. I'm hearing that the second one is bad but entertaining. Apparently Bumblebee died but came back.
That's not that one.
I'm
No.
hearing he got reduced in Rise of the Beast. I don't even know what Rise of the Beast is.
Anyway,
But let's get back on topic.
The point is that Rise of the Beast, the latest live action one, is also really good. I
I
really enjoyed
thought
that
it was
one.
cool.
I thought it was a really good movie. But anyway, to the topic at hand, I had heard a lot of great things about this movie, but I heard that the marketing really fucked this movie up. And I've been hearing for years how people were saying how they will never forgive the marketing team nor anybody for not choosing to give this movie a chance.
No, this was
And after watching this, I have to say the same thing. Shame on y'all for not giving this movie a chance. Are you kidding me?
No.
This movie is so good.
I remember.
I'll say this right now. I saw one trailer because I'm not a Transformers guy. But I saw one trailer when it was coming out. That shit was all jokes from the first. I shit you not. Because I've seen it 3 times now. From the first 3 damn minutes.
Because it came
even if you watch because I had to compare it. If you watch Transformers 1 compared to like any of the first Spider-Verse trailers, even the first one was very serious, and it didn't like start doing anything jokey until like the end of the trailer. And then in the official trailers, they had a good balance of humor with also like serious levity and emotional beats to it. This trailer was nothing but jokes and funny comedy tailored towards like the younger audience.
It kind of felt like they wanted to dumb it down.
And exactly, I understand why they probably wanted to do that because let's be honest. Transformers was primarily targeted for kids before it became to like the mainstream with the movies and stuff.
Still is though.
So I get why they tried to do that,
but at the same time, you
movie
gotta pick a lane,
not
bro.
That.
You gotta pick a lane.
Like this movie is that, but you could still like I would say it's Clone Wars.
A kid can still watch this.
Like it's Clone Wars. It's easily a show that grows with you.
It has Clone Wars syndrome. Just very fast.
Yeah, but it grows with you as the story goes.
It's a bit more clear of a drop off because with Clone Wars, everyone knows it happens in season 3, but no one can really tell you when it happens in season 3, and then some people will be like, "Oh, it happened in season 2 because Geonosis." Anyway, the point is this: here it's a very clear cutoff. There's like the midpoint, not even like right at like the 34-minute mark.
Honestly,
Once they're on the surface and they start walking,
the atmosphere,
everything's different.
Changes. And
they say, "All right, we got everyone had their yucks," you know, like
you gotta lock in.
The only person that was Bumblebee. So,
but honestly, that made sense for his character. Bumblebee's always been that.
He had knife hands. Come on now.
Okay.
I do think, which I can't stand with some characters, is like when there's like a serious battle going on, and I know the comedy that's the character, but I'm like, you gotta tone it down a little bit.
Sure.
So
I think it's obviously because unfortunately these days people just have like short attention spans.
Exactly. Yeah, it's that too. They need a character that's no status. Yeah.
Yeah, they need a constant character that's just in your face, all talk, jokes, and stuff like that. And in some cases it works if it works well. In other cases, it just feels too over the top. Like for me, Thor: Love and Thunder. But it's just there are too many times where it works, and then other times it doesn't. And it's just sorry, I will never forget that movie. I'm sorry. Like,
hey, we gotta stay on focus.
But on the topic at hand, I think every single character was honestly really good in this movie. Like. And granted, like this was the first origin story that I've really seen of any of these characters. And it's just one. It's just one continuity of it. But even then, it's a really great origin story for all of them. Honestly, like I think it did a really good job of establishing Optimus and Megatron's friendship. It made me care about Megatron in a way I've never cared about this dude.
Megatron had the most justified crash out in history.
Like in the movies, his crash outs were there.
Well, they were after everything.
But yeah, it was like after all of that stuff.
Like,
so
for you, like, this is new territory.
Yeah, and then like you could say like at those points that I don't want to say their motivations died out, but it's just like
it's like Star Wars.
Been doing it
like,
for so long.
When you watch an episode 4, you already know who the good guys and bad guys are.
Yeah, like you're already
straight. You're pretty much in the middle of it. So when they come to Earth, it's the beginning for us. Yeah.
Well, yeah. At that point.
Oh, you swapped without saying.
It's
like the fuck. All right, now.
But yeah, like this movie did a really good job of establishing their characters. And I'll tell you what. I was worried about this cast when I heard about this cast, primarily just because most of the cast members were popular actors.
Yep.
That
we all know how that goes.
Yeah, and then like, you know, they always try to cast the popular actors in hopes that it gets people to go watch the films. Yeah. But this movie, no, these actors did their shit. Yeah. Chris Hemsworth was great as Optimus Prime. Like, I was actually genuinely surprised. He didn't even sound like himself throughout the movie.
He nailed it.
And I would say
it wasn't exactly Optimus, but
like towards once it got to the end, he was Optimus.
Yeah.
But I feel like what really mattered the most, not to cut you off, was like knowing that the movie is built on the backbone of Optimus and Megatron. If that bond doesn't work, that movie falls apart.
100%.
Let's get that out the way.
100%.
Like, I don't care if they fought all them dudes. I was like, nigga, if that chemistry ain't there, that movie don't mean shit.
But it was.
Exactly.
But it was so
you
there.
believe their friendship. This
Like,
movie.
it was such a heartbreaking turn.
Even Megatron getting mad mid movie at Optimus, being like, screw you, I'm leading this now. If it looks like a 180 at surface level, but realistically, and this is the big thing about the movie. Optimus is the troublemaker this whole movie. He is the one who is... Until they get their cogs, he is the one consistently screwing up. He is the one consistently going against protocol. He is the one consistently making Dee's life a living hell. Yeah. So when they all get their transforming abilities, and suddenly Dee's like, you stay the fuck away from this, I don't even blame him.
Yeah.
In fact, honestly, only once Dee started actively fighting on Optimus... during the final battle was when I turned on him. Even when he was like talking about murdering Sentinel, I wasn't even against him. I was like, you know what? Justified crash out, temporary insanity.
I understood it.
It's wrong. We can't start a society with an execution. But
I'm like, bro, they gonna look at you like I want to.
You're just the next. You're the next Prime. Like you're the next terrorist at that point.
Yeah, that's an issue.
But you can't rebuild.
Justified crash out.
Yeah, you can't rebuild.
But I liked. I forget what robot did Scarlett Johansson play.
Alita 1.
Alita 1.
I
had never seen this character in any other Transformers movie, as far as I'm aware. Maybe I did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I had never seen this Transformer, but I like her character a lot. That's why I'm glad they
picked that character.
Yeah, I actually really liked this character a lot.
In the original cartoon, Optimus and Alita 1 are like a couple. So that's why.
Really?
That's why I thought you was when they were talking during the pep talk. I actually thought you were gonna do they got a thing you can feel it with the conversation.
I can't feel
it, but they're not teasing. But you can feel that if we got a fucking sequel,
what would have happened in the sequel?
Yeah, you can tell that could have led to something.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm grappling with the thought that Transformers can be a couple.
I feel you. I mean, cars.
No, I'm
cars
not. Don't talk about cars.
No, Toy Story.
They're robots.
Toy Story.
That's slightly different.
Okay, on. They're not robots, right?
Yeah,
they are.
Okay, they are robots.
Yeah. I like to call them alien robots because they're not.
So are they alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving.
I mean,
androids.
Androids.
I wouldn't call them that, but.
I'd say that's the closest you could.
Is it is it a super advanced AI? What?
I mean,
in the original cartoon, there is like them being on Earth and humans trying to replicate what they see.
Oh wait, is this like a Bionicle thing where they're all biomechanical? They're living creatures, but they're just robotic.
Yeah,
is that basically?
I don't know that. I haven't seen that in years, but yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, I deep cut.
So.
Okay. Shout out to Bionicle.
But yeah, I really did like her character a lot in this movie, and Bumblebee. Bumblebee was my favorite
Second
character.
time he's played by a black guy. So.
Really?
Yeah, because whenever we get the Transformer animated, he's played by a black guy in that, so it's pretty funny.
But so I like that Bumblebee was definitely the over talker, because it's been a joke for decades that Bumblebee has never spoken. Throughout all of the movies, he never talked at all.
When they were gonna make more, they said we gotta have him talking this. And
I like that. Originally, the way he spoke was through a car radio. That's how he spoke.
Voice box. Yeah.
Yeah, the voice box was damaged, so he would speak through the car radio. Yeah. So you would just hear different things from the radio from what he was saying. And I thought that was really creative.
It's kind of funny because now we are at a point where whatchamacallit, you know how when the IP they introduce something new, and whenever there's a reboot. They keep that same thing intact for years, so people they get that. If it wasn't for this, I'm like, no one told you to follow that. You could have did your own thing. So I'm like, yeah.
But it's the thing that's the most popular. So that's why they're gonna.
But at the same time, it's getting to a point where it's just I remember I was watching this and I was like, it's good to hear this nigga talk because the not the last movie, the one before that came out, I was like, nigga talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then they took that shit.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Bumblebee movie. The Bumblebee movie is fantastic.
Y'all are speaking a different language. So,
but the fact that in the beginning of the movie we do see the Battle of Cybertron. Yeah. We do see all of them look like this in the movie.
What's the Battle of Cybertron?
So essentially when
Cybertron
is gonna get destroyed, and then the last days of Cybertron,
so they look.
So what do you mean it gets destroyed? Okay, I don't want to oversell, but essentially, that's why they all come to Earth.
Yeah.
Because Cybertron gets destroyed.
Yeah.
And that's why they all come to Earth and then meet up with the humans.
So Megatron destroys Cybertron.
No. Cybertron gets destroyed because of their war.
Oh,
yeah.
they
war
blast so hard.
War lasts for too long.
Granted, it is fault they start. But I'm like, bro, it takes 2 teams to beat up one fucking planet.
It does in fact take
and then
it's pretty much the whole.
And you know, like, we saw how destructive the battle.
Just even in this movie,
what's it called, Iacon City?
Yeah.
We saw how destructive that battle was.
Just imagine the whole
planetary battle.
Now, not to cut you off. Now, if y'all wondering where Megatron and them was, that's a different part of Cybertron. That's called what the fuck is the name?
Eternal Hellscape.
It's the Coruscant Underworld.
It's called Kaon, where all the Decepticons like are at. So that's pretty much.
So the Kaon.
It's kind of like, I'll put it like this. Like, if I'm on the west side of Chicago, that's where all the Decepticons at. Over here is the Autobots. So basically, if you come to the west side and you an Autobot, because you got to remember, all the Autobots drive. They can't fly. So they see a car and you can't fly. You is a op. Don't come over here. That's pretty much what that is.
Yeah, because I did realize
what the fuck does that make the north side?
I did notice that. But I did notice that in this movie that most of the Autobots were drivers, where most of the Decepticons were flyers.
Yeah, although, interesting thing, Megatron was on wheels.
Well, it is true. Because he's a tank. But he does transform into different things as he progresses.
Even though he is a tank, he's still a dangerous vehicle.
But not even that. Like, Megatron does transform into different things over time. Like, he doesn't just stay a tank the whole time. I would say Optimus is the only one that like somewhat stays consistent with his transformation.
He a truck.
Like he's just
even I know he a truck.
Yeah, and I would say Bumblebee is also pretty consistent-ish.
Except for the live action. But
what's Bumblebee?
Like Camaro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So. Like the yellow black.
Oh, you know what? I've seen images of that.
Yeah. Cause what was I finna say? Now, what was it? Now this is regarding what I just said with the whole like Decepticons on that side. Now if you remember in when they showed I should probably wait. I'll say that for when we watch it.
But yeah, like but essentially like their war goes on for that long that the planet just ends up just getting destroyed.
Because these guys live like an egregious amount of time.
Decades. The only way they can be killed is if their like spark goes out.
When I went through my Shockwave lore, I saw like literally thousands of years.
Yeah. So that's how long their war goes for until Cybertron gets destroyed.
Also, I just realized something about this movie. This is sorry, I just had like a whole realization. They live for thousands of years. He met Alita 1. Well, he probably knew Alita 1 a little because she was his boss. But he met B today. You know what I mean? He met B today.
Hours ago.
And he did not know.
Decade-long friends.
He did not know Alita 1 personally till today.
Yeah.
Him and Megatron might have been together for literally a century.
Yeah.
Think about that. And he's the one who ended up as Nob. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, it is.
So do you? I guess we should.
Because they knew each other way before the movie started, from what we can tell.
Yeah. So I would say for like probably a year for us, but like a century for them at that point.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
So I guess we should start with Jonah. Like, do you have any like questions?
Yeah, anything
about, like,
you picked up during this rewatch?
And you too, because I know it's some new stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. So, well, one of them was actually going to be where the Decepticons were.
Okay.
I just answered. I will say the Quintessons. What the fuck?
Yeah, I wasn't.
I know you haven't met them yet.
What exactly? What are they? Why are they here?
The Quintessons in the original
high level lore.
In the original cartoon, they were like a different like robot species. So like they first appeared in the popular '86 movie, the first Transformer movie I told you about.
Yeah.
That's why when they made this, it was kind of like going back to the roots. So it's kind of like back then, when they made them animated movies and like they came off of TV shows, so that was kind of like a big finale and stuff like that. But they always flopped because like animated movies wasn't big back then.
Yeah.
So that's why you've seen since Spider-Verse, everybody loves animated movies or stuff we grew up with.
Or they start taking them at least a bit more seriously.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, but the Quintessons are like this other like robot faction. So in the original,
they seem very robotic to me. They look like squids.
Well, in this, they're a little different. But in the original,
I'll keep talking out with tape,
bruh.
Because my boy needs to go.
to take the potty.
Do we want to?
No, y'all keep talking.
Okay. But in the original cartoon, they was introduced.
So now that he's gone, let's talk about the Acolyte. No, I'm kidding. Continue. So in the original cartoon.
Yeah, but in the original cartoon, I'm not gonna like do nothing spoiler. I'm just give you the basic. But in the original cartoon, they were kind of like this own like faction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I guess I'll just go off the movie because if I say anything else, it'll just go into the whole TV show.
Yeah.
But when they were introducing the animated movie in the 80s, they were kind of just their like own like faction. So over the years, they don't get much to do really. Like this is the first time they've been in a movie since the 84. Yeah, it's this was like right around I think Empire came out for Star Wars. So,
all right.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah.
So whenever we get to that movie,
wait, you said it was 84?
Yeah,
that's a little after Empire.
Yeah, I know it's either the same year or like after,
because
it's a lot of fucking.
It's a tad bit after.
Yeah, there's a lot of like references to that. Okay. So like I put it like this: like the reason why the Decepticons got red and the Autobots got blue, it was the inspiration for
red,
the lightsabers.
Yeah.
So that's why you can tell the good from the bad.
That's cool.
Now, granted. Like
it's kind of.
it's kind of fairly obvious. But yeah, that's cool.
But
And then my other thing was okay. So just so we're clear.
Okay.
There are that. Let me make sure I got all this.
Wait, nigga.
Yeah. Make sure I got all this. So a big robot turned into a planet.
The fact that
and then
his juices then fuel a bunch of other little robots.
Which then became
hold on. You wait one moment. Who then 13 of them were then picked to become medium-sized robots and protect the big planet robot. And they were the primes.
Yeah.
And eventually, they were killed by an asshole who pretended to be a prime.
Yeah, that's this continuity, though.
Okay, so that's not always the same?
Yeah. So the last part you just said, that's just for this movie, but the whole, like, big planet, that's been a thing since, like, I think the line continuity, with Transformer Prime, I told you all them shows were kind of like, they were trying to do a cinematic universe, and it fell on his fucking face.
Yeah.
So wonderful. So that answers a question, which allows me to ask this question.
Okay.
Do we ever get to explore the 13 primes in other movies?
Yes, it's the second live action one.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
a little bit of the third one, to an extent.
Oh, you said the bad entertaining one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Is it the same name?
Alphatron?
No, Sentinel Prime.
No.
Wait, what you mean?
Sentinel's not a prime. Well, not really.
Well, not in this.
I mean, do we ever talk about the 13 primes, like the original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what? The second live action movie, the second one. And then the Transformer Prime TV show is probably the best explanation you'll get for that.
So Alpha Trion's in the second one?
No.
Oh, which one is it?
No, he's not in those movies. So
they just focus on different.
Which of the 13 primes is in the second movie?
Okay, in the second movie, it's not 13. It's like what, 4 or 5 of them. I think.
Oh no, it's 13. It's
was
13.
It 13? Because it didn't look like 13 to me.
It was 13.
But I know that
I just say all them niggas.
I don't want to tell you that.
You
gotta watch it.
Just say that.
But him asking about like, are they in other movies? Ain't nothing wrong with that. We just don't want to like tell him to.
I got you.
But yeah, but we do get to learn more about them.
Wait a minute.
What?
It's the one Megatron likes, isn't it?
But he's not really in that movie because in the second one, like me and you've seen it so many times, they kind of just background noise, like yeah, they're just back. They don't have no like character. They're just there for exposition.
He's still there as the villain, but he's not.
Oh, he's the villain.
Like Megatron is still there, but he's not like the main villain of the second movie. Not the second movie.
Who?
Megatron. Megatron's like the main villain.
You guys are dancing around some shit, so
I'm gonna
stop.
I will say Megatron is in the second live action one.
No, he is still in that movie.
But he goes by a different name, so yeah. I just don't like Megatron, and I'm gonna be real.
What does he call himself?
The Fallen.
The Fallen. That's cool.
That's great. Yeah, I think that's a cool name. That's a great name.
Yeah.
Why'd they kill him in this? We could have gotten the Fallen, apparently.
And I remember the first time I heard that name, I was like, sound like Palpatine, evil brother from another universe.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah,
I discovered a terrible truth.
Yeah.
Somehow the Fallen returns.
But yeah.
But back to the whole like big planet thing. Like I'm still like my introduction to Primal, the Cybertron planet thing. my introduction was Transformer Prime because I didn't like Jacquez. Like I know about the comics, but I wasn't like into them. Like I know some stuff, but like my stuff comes from like media. Okay. So it's kind of like for you, whereas Star Wars, like you're more into the books than me and him because we get most of our stuff from.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yeah, I have read like some of the books, but not.
Yeah, so like y'all are a little bit ahead of me. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I gotta watch more Transformers.
But yeah, I would say that this movie is probably the best Transformers movie.
I'd be very surprised if I heard otherwise. This was a phenomenal movie.
I think I can 100% say this is the best movie.
Also, one other thing I'll say, they do a really good. So this is my filmmaker talking as scriptwriter, but they do a really solid job of building up these characters in a really fast way.
To the point where like you don't need no like
prior
knowledge.
How long was this movie again?
I saw.
An hour and 44 minutes? Like, they did a really good job.
I will admit, I do kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Because, like, as much as I remember somebody was like, as much as they enjoyed the final battle, I kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Because, like, once we get to the final battle, that thing goes.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there needs to be, like, a slowdown point, but I'm saying, like, we still at a point where, like, animated movies are still stuck in that, like, don't go over 45 or some shit.
You know what's funny?
So
it's
there
funny.
just needs to be more built-up
like,
tension
do you know how long was the first Into the Spider-Verse movie?
I want to say it was probably within an hour.
52, I think.
Yeah, I want to say it was within an hour long.
Okay.
But they filled it up with enough time and it had a really good like run.
But that's a multiverse movie.
What I'll say is this: is that I actually thought this as well. I didn't bring it up when we were watching, but I would have really liked a little bit extension of the final battle. Very specifically, I would have wanted a 1v2 of Optimus and Megatron versus Sentinel. I think that would have been really nice.
Yeah, I would have liked.
It would have been cool to see them fight together in their Transformer mode.
And then you would see his full descent, and then you still did the whole final battle. Blast him, and then he falls off. That would have been cool. But yeah, I'm done saving you. Yeah, that was cold. Holy shit!
I caught this when we was at the beginning. When Megatron falls earlier, and Optimus catches him. Now it's the reverse at the end of the movie.
And he lets him go.
So that's why when I caught that the first time I was like, I never, because this is my second time watching this. So it's been like a year.
Friend.
I think every single character in this movie was really good, and it did a really good job of building up to how all of them eventually become the characters we see in the movies.
Yeah, or at least whatever continuity you can think of.
But I would say
Megatron is
I would just say even based on the
leader, Bumblebee's a psychopath. You know.
Yeah. But I would even say based on the movies, these do feel very similar to their characters.
Yeah, because it can fit with anything.
Yeah. So if you watch this and then watch the live action movies, you'll feel like it's similar to that. So I think that's really good for people who saw this first and then want to rewatch the older stuff, or even just saw the older stuff and then see how it came to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a really well done movie, and the fact that it was fumbled because of marketing is egregious to me. That doesn't make any sense.
Imagine being the nigga online like, everybody like, so you the reason we ain't getting no sequel.
And it's BS, like, cause like there's always that one movie or one franchise that is so good. But due to either the audience just not really giving it a chance, or the marketing not really doing all that well, or just not pushing it as much as it could have been.
I'll never forget, I found out, this is back to the whole, like, animated movies not being, like, a thing, but I remember, I found out when Iron Giant came out, that movie flopped. It's a cult classic now, but it's like,
I did not
it flopped.
Like, to me, like...
That's what I mean by, like, when movies flop and they become a cult classic, it's either mixed or, I forgot the other word.
Fully seen against.
Yeah, like it took some years to people to like really like that shit.
Sure.
So that's why I was like, it's funny that like when I hear Iron Giant flop, I'm like, how the fuck did that flop?
Right. Like I
was like, nigga, I wasn't even born.
I would say that the next thing that does piss me off that just happened recently was
I do want to find out we're at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. Not to give it a full segue, but like, so if you guys don't know, we are getting a new Avatar movie. A new animated one with the original Aang and the gang. We just found out the first images of what they all look like as adults now. So they're all like in their mid to late 20s.
Also a series I'm not very familiar
which we do have to get you into, or you already promised somebody you're going to watch it. But either way...
Who even knows if he promised them they go watch it?
You got to watch it soon, because the movie comes out this year.
Hold on. I know you're watching this video. I promise we'll get around to it.
But because I want to watch the movie with you when that comes out.
He watches them. So.
But yeah, like, so we had found out that originally the movie was the movie was delayed like 3. But not even that. Yeah. The movie was delayed like 3 times. It was supposed to come out in 2024, and then it got delayed. It was supposed to come out last year. It got delayed. It would have originally come out like a couple months ago this year, but got delayed again until later this year. And then we found out that instead of it now being put in theaters, they are going to just dump it on Paramount Plus. And the director recently just came out and was just like, bro, I don't know why the hell they chose to make that decision. Especially because how are you as Paramount, Ellison, gonna fucking say, we're going to release 30 movies a year and we're going to fill up the slot? You get a movie that's going to come out that was made intentionally to be released in theaters, and then you dump it on streaming. That doesn't make any sense.
So when I want to yell about former Lucasfilm director Kathleen Kennedy, I have to shut up. But
no,
when you want to do that,
you are totally valid within that. But that doesn't make any sense because now, like he said, like the director said, it gives the perception that the movie is not good enough to be in theaters when that's not the case.
You just took
the
away.
movie is it because now everybody's just gonna assume, oh well, this is just a streamer movie. This is a Netflix film.
Like,
it's
we
good
already
enough.
got the live action on Netflix.
But it's like,
why are you throwing that on?
But not even that. Avatar has now become like one of the most beloved cartoon franchises of all time, primarily due to the pandemic and us not having anything to do.
Yeah, you gotta remember, it was popular, but like when that thing hit Netflix when COVID hit, boy,
it became the most popular thing ever.
And I want to say we're getting hella off topic.
Yeah, but anyway, but the point is that I understand what it's like to have a franchise that you want to succeed. You do. You want it to succeed, and then either the fan base or the studio itself just lets you down, and then now you're just never going to see anything else become of it. But I do agree that there are some people, Snyder fans, that take the shit too far. I'm sorry. You do. The fact that we're getting to get 2 Justice League movies in AI form,
about Justice League.
like, I'm sorry. They're going to make an AI version of those movies. Why is that even happening? But anyway, back on topic.
Imagine if
this movie
never got a sequel.
Bro, you don't understand how
a nigga not making it to a sequel.
You know what's funny?
You don't understand how upset I would have been.
We're still waiting for if Beyond the Spider-Verse ever going to happen.
It is happening.
We hope.
It's happening.
We hope if what's his name stop being a creep.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
We are beyond the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is, the movie was fantastic. This movie was so good. I think in terms of my rankings, it definitely is probably the best Transformers movie to me. Because it solves all of the problems I had with the live action ones. Mm-hmm. And then ultimately gives me what I felt like I was missing from those movies was the backstory to the characters. I felt like the movies on their own are still good though.
I've seen
but I do feel like we could have done with more backstory, at least on the original characters.
I've seen a clip of Megatron. I don't know what movie it's from, but it's live action.
Which one?
Can you remember what was happening in the clip?
Yeah, Optimus and Megatron were beating the shit out of each other.
That's in the Force?
That's any movie.
Nah, they were in a ship.
Oh, that was the 5th one.
Oh,
well, okay. So I'm already disappointed that I'm referencing because I've never seen it, but I've only heard horrible things.
We're not gonna get into that. But
anyway. What I will say is this: I saw a clip where he says to Optimus, "We were brothers once," and then Optimus looks at him for a second. He says "once," and then punches him out.
Yeah.
And that line is. Even because when I inevitably see that movie and I see it for apparently the shit stain that it is, that line is gonna hit because I saw this movie.
Yes, 100%.
I'm gonna be like, you actually were brothers once. Like,
but I think in terms of the rankings, I would definitely put this at number 1.
Damn.
Bumblebee would be at number 2. Transformers 1 would be the first one, the live action one, would be at number 3. Transformers 2 would be at number 4.
Giant, though, but yeah.
Sure, but it's still an enjoyable movie though. Transformers 2
I just find it weird
4.
that like shit don't really pop off until
Transformers 2 would probably be my second. I have to rewatch the third one to give my official opinion on it because I don't remember too much of that one though. I just know that they filmed that movie in Chicago. That's the only thing I really know about that movie.
That's number 2 for me now.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, but I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the fourth one.
That's fair.
I think the fourth one
like
had
that one
a lot more promise than the third one.
Like not to I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but the reason I really like that one is because that was like the first live action one where like they were in the movie most of it. And
yeah, like most of that movie
they fleshed out like the robots for what they can. So that's what I mean by like I can understand like the whole potential part, but it's like even the second one where it's like I like the second one a lot and I got nostalgia for it, but like I'm like the characters like not Bumblebee but the other two robot. I'm like we're stuck with 3 robots for most of the movie.
Oh, you mean the annoying ones?
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I hate them. I'm just saying, like...
They are the comic relief.
The other group is just, like, they get one scene and then it's jump to the end of the... Yeah. So that's what I mean, but, like, with that, it's like, they needed to be in that one.
Yeah,
more.
That
actually reminds me of something I want to say. So. I do wish we got more High Guard in this. I think...
that's fair.
So from what I've learned... Yeah. Megatron is the leader of the Decepticons. That's
when they were first
any regular knows that.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is his name?
Starscream?
Yes. Starscream, Shockwave, my boy, and then Soundwave, just because he also got Wave in his name. Yeah. I know that they're kind of like the big 3 of Decepticons.
Soundwave, Starscream, and Megatron are. Shockwave is kind of like, he's
So first popular. Of all, fuck you. That's like the only one I know about.
I know, but I'm saying
that's the only man's I can stand on, and you're telling me fuck him? I have one guy I can talk about. I have one guy I know things about.
I can trust one nigga on the basketball court. Fuck! You ruined it!
I know an extensive amount about one character, and you said he ain't even like that.
I ain't saying he's not like that, but it's
from what I've heard, he's worse than all the other ones.
It just depends on the continuity we have. I'll put it like that.
Well, in one fucking continuity, from what I know, he fucking created the universe. So
yeah, I gotta get him to watch Transformers Prime because.
But all in all, I think.
Shockwave like hardcore in that.
That nigga.
Oh no!
You haven't even finished that show, so yeah.
Anyway, the point is
the point is,
I know they're like the big. Well, I guess apparently Shockwave is.
He's like right there.
Other than that, the point is that they're the other big Decepticons.
Oh yeah.
And we got so much of Elita and. I can't remember what his number was, but Bumblebee. We get so much of Bumblebee, Optimus, and we get a lot of Megatron, of course. Yeah. But I kind of wish we introduced them a little bit earlier because the High Guard. Because I would have just liked to have a little bit more character growth for them, just because. Sure. Here's the thing: they did a switch up real fast,
100%,
and it had to because we were close and on the final battle. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong.
And the time on the movie, they gotta wrap this up.
Now, don't get me wrong. Megatron was hella convincing.
No,
but I'll say this right now. It would have been nice to meet them just a little bit earlier, so that they could fall in love with the idea that Megatron was presenting in more than just one scene.
Yeah, sure. Or they could have showed the scene earlier where like the intro could have just been like a train being hijacked. So when we finally meet them, I'm like, oh, that's them from earlier.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. But I think all in all, this movie is such an underrated film in general. Like, not even just as a franchise film. This is an underrated movie, period. This movie deserves more praise than it got.
And we're never going to get another.
It's so fucking disappointing. But I hope you guys enjoyed our review of Transformers 1. If you guys did, let us know in the comments down below what your favorite part of this movie was. And let us know what you guys think of it overall. And if you wish, as we do, for a sequel to this, and if so, let's make it happen, please.
Let's
make it happen, please. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys thought. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and hit bell notifications so you guys know when we shall post our next video. We will get to work on a new reaction series that I am currently editing right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you will know.
It's good.
It's really good. So it's really good. Yes, it's really good. So without further ado, we will see y'all next time. Peace.